This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 2, verse 11. Least Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 7. Surely the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets to his servants, the prophets. I want to start, bear with me for a second. This is the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. I want to start off by giving all praises, all honor, and all glory to God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Racha, Kodash, B'Katham. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the occupant across the four corners of the earth, pushing his truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and the freedom to do so, not more so than ever. Shalom to the Akwati and Yakim out there listening and learning. Lord, willingly this is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but subscribing to this truth. To you, I say Shalom, Brother Yahweh Sap out of the GMS Cleveland Church, a fellow servant, coming at you with another lesson through the Spirit and through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. I just needed to make this. Speak on this because, you know what I'm saying, I feel some kind of way. Let me show you the spiritual. Now, sometimes the Lord do certain things for certain reasons. So, like, I just did a video that went up to almost an hour. And, you know, sometimes I could be long-winded, but that wasn't my intention. It was a lot of information I had brought out. And through, I don't know how I just did it. I don't know if I deleted it. I'm pretty sure I thought I closed it. I don't remember deleting it, but I went through trying to, close the mobile zone, and now the video is nowhere to be found. So that could be the Lord didn't want it uploaded because, like I said, it might be controversial. But I'm to the point I don't give a fuck if you flag my video or, you know what I mean? Like, that's why we got Odysseys. Nevertheless, though, I say in this article, so if through the Spirit, the Lord puts it on my spirit to do it again. I mean, I still got all my scriptures written down, and, I'm sure I could, bookmark the websites I went to, but, sometimes it'd be disappointing when we put our efforts into it, but sometimes the Lord do certain things and see what you're going to do, too. I remember when I heard came into the truth, I stayed with my demon, and she had internet, Wi-Fi, and I did all these different little videos. I remember I had this little like phone that wasn't on, but I was able to do my videos on it. Because when I first came to Truth, I was homeless, so I would have to go to this library. I would do my videos. I go to this library, and off their Wi-Fi, that's how I would upload them. Call lawyer for that. I think by going through all that, that's why I was always able to maintain pretty much a video a day. Now, you got certain brothers that do 2 and 3 videos a day. But, you got some brothers that, because videos ain't going to save you. But I understand the intention behind it. You got to stay in the spirit, especially with the times that's coming. Nevertheless, I just wanted to speak on that. Right now we in some spiritual times. And I think I am going to bring the video out again. Do the video over. It's just, like I said, I got a lot of things going on, and, sometimes the Lord tests you. But through the Spirit, right now, I come across one that's a little bit quicker. And also the fact that it's, we in that times about that MOTB, I remember the brother Elder Racha Kwab from London was going into basically that currency, that XPS Ripple is basically, they're going to use that to agree as a platform to push this digital currency. And now I come across this article. It says, so countries set to launch e-money this year. And that's what he said. They got basically set up to start rolling this out, pushing it this year. So 2022, through the Spirit, is named the year of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua turning up. So a number of nations working on digitalizing their monetary ecosystems in the past year. It's like in past 2 years, but only 2 have managed to do so. These may be next. The rise of cryptocurrencies have driven central banks to attempt a similar digital approach to monetary policy. Jamaica just announced it successfully tested its CBDC, and several other nations are ready to launch theirs. CBDC stands for Central Bank Digital Currencies. Well, it's a central bank digital currency because the central bank, the Federal Reserve, basically that was the whole point. With that with the CARES Act, they talked about having digital currency in that. Well, a lot of people wasn't caring about any of that. They just was caring about. You got people still care about. Is we get 1,400 more? Like this devil ain't gonna give you shit. Like this. It says CD, and then the funny part is, like I said, like you think about places like California where the crime rates are so out of control, yet still they're still getting stimuluses, and still crime is up at an all-time high. It says CBDC CBDC stands for Central Bank Digital Currency, a country's fiat currency in the form of a digital asset, which, unlike cryptocurrencies, is controlled by the official monetary authorities, usually central banks. So far, only two countries in the world use a CBDC: the Bahamas and Nigeria. I didn't know that. I know the Bahamas did because I did a video on that one, but I didn't know the Nigeria did. However, other nations have been working on CBDC's release of their own. Jamaica, in most recent development, the Bank of Jamaica announced on Monday it has successfully completed a trial of its digital currency. The 8-month pilot project began in May and ended on December 31st. The country is now set to roll out its CBDC in their first quarter of 2022. China, the People's Bank of China (PBOC) was also busy prepping its ECNY digital currencies, announcing the project in September 2021. With plans to release the eCoin by February, the ECNY was tested in 5 cities, including transactions. It is designed to be used for online and offline shopping, as well as paying paying electricity bills and transportation fare, according to the PBOC. Kazakhstan Bitcoin-friendly Kazakhstan has made a prototype of a digital tinge platform and could launch its CBDC by the end of the year, as pilot testing is yet to start. Coin Rivet reports Russia is ready to launch pilot testing of the digital ruble in early 2022. Media reports state citing Bank of Russia Governor Elvira Nabiullina last month. She said the pilot program would show whether the blockchain-based digital ruble will be launched or scrapped, as there are concerns that hackers might be able to access it. The Central Bank of Brazil is also set to test its digital real this year, but so far is planning to launch the currency for public use no sooner than 2024. Analysts say the crypto-friendly nation has a good chance for a successful CBDC launch. Yeah, I thought Brazil been had one because Brazilians acquired 4.27 billion cryptocurrencies in 2021, right? Because I think I did a video of Brazil too. BCB figures below. So, and that's some major countries too. China. China, I thought, had the digital yuan. That's not coincidence. Russia. Then Brazil is part of the BRIC nations. Showing you how all this is in cahoots. What is it? Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South America. So that being all said, you can see that 2022 is going to be a hell of a year. Will this be the year that they literally, come down with great wrath? Lord willingly. Lord willingly, because I am so sick and tired of smelling and seeing this place. I feel like Mr. Smith in the Matrix. It stinks. You know what I'm saying? Will this be the year that we're delivered? I mean, who's to say? it could possibly be. It could possibly be a year from now. Who's to say? I know we don't have that much longer, like how Esau's talk about 2045 and 2030 and all this other shit. We ain't got 2030. Look at the conditions of the world within the last 2 years. So if everything is getting more extreme and more harsh, and just look at the energy, the spirit, the spiritual vibration of the place, like shit. I mean, just look at the turmoil and the chaos. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got no 3 or 4 more years. Like I said, I think something major is gonna happen, and a lot of brothers is in that spirit this year. Now, I don't know if this, like I said again, be the year that they come out with great wrath and just force this upon you. But you got to remember, they passed legislation in New York to detain you. I think they said it was scrapped, but what people don't understand, sometimes they might put a bill, get the bill out there to scrap it, to pass it in the way that you didn't see. You know what I'm saying? This devil got all kind of tricks. So, at the end of the day, as you can see, the CBDC, which is a digital asset to deal with, digital currencies. Well, let's word it the way that they worded it. So CBDC stands for Central Bank Digital Currency. A country's fiat currency, which is the paper money, is in the form of a digital asset. So instead of you getting a physical paper piece of money, you'll get some kind of currency in a digital form, which unlike cryptocurrencies is controlled. So cryptocurrencies, basically, you can go deal with these private entities to a degree to deal with cryptocurrencies. But the CBDC is controlled by like the central bank. So they're controlled by the Federal Reserve and the IMF, So they're controlled by the elites. So that all being said, they're rolling a system into place that if you're not a part of this system, you will not be able to buy and sell. And the scriptures foretold this. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13. And I'm going to get straight to the point. Verse 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You got people right now that got that mark, which when you go into that word, mark is charagma, and then you go into the root word that karax, but that charagma is a mark. It's a physical, physical thing, and that chip is a phelsical thing that's in the shape and the size of a grain of rice that's embedded inside of your body. The elder again, Rachakwam from London, did a video, and he was going into this, and he was showing an Edomite that literally was transferring his bank information on there. Come on, like right now in Sweden, you can get this chip, and basically that could be your passport, so you don't have to worry about proving that you actually took the juice, because you got juiced up. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or their foreheads. You got that happening in Sweden. People getting those MOTBs, those charagmas in they head. And it doesn't matter which head, if you got it in your head. But you got Elon Musk with this year. That's why we keep on proclaiming 2022 is going to be a big year, because Elon Musk basically is supposed to get approval this year to actually start basically surgically implanting the neural link into people. So that's your forehead, because this thing that will not only allow you to actually, like if you're a paraplegic, to move, give you the ability to walk again, who's to say what else it'll be able to do? You get what I'm saying? If you done got this neural link actually put into into your head, attached it to a part of your brain, who's to say if it's a chip embedded in that if it's a chip that you add a chip for extra convenience. Not only will you be able to do this and control, your wheelchair or whatever, you'll be also able to buy and sell. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, that charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So basically, you had to have that mark, that charagma, and you had to be a part of this system. And then part of this system is, like I said, just partaking in that dealing with Vanessa, partaking in the homie the cloud, go to deal with the duck and jab, you know what I mean? Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and six. And I forgot what Greek numbers those go into, Slovakia for that. So, I can't break it down completely. But nevertheless, it go back to Esau, Edom, when you go into that 666. And that just jumped on my spirit, because when you look at this Biden administration, I remember the elder Apostle Tahar did the whole short video was showing when Biden made the statement, I don't care if it's 6 seconds, 6 months, 6 months, 6 days, and 6 seconds. That 666, you go into this whole HR 666 bill, what I mean? Then all the 6 feet distances. So when you take time to think about that, they want everybody 6 feet distance from everybody. That's just sixes everywhere. And who implemented that? This red Hebrew Edomite, the devil. But it tells you, now that you know the system they're trying to basically put in place, if you are so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, symbol Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, it's commanded of you not to partake in it. Because it's basically, you rewarded if you partake in it to actually still be able to function to a degree of society. But if you do take of it, it's a reward. Because a reward is not always a good thing. A reward is repayment. It's a recompense. It's payment. So you could be rewarded with a blessing of wealth, or you could be rewarded with basically be a judge with what's the word? You could be rewarded with judgment, rewarded with suffering, basically. Revelations 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, verse 10, the point, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And that's going into those ICBMs, the nuclear missiles. You partake in this play and try to deal with this system, you're going to be here. That's why it talks about come up out of her. You spiritually need to come up out of her, because you might not Salaki, because you need to spiritually come up out of this place, because you might not physically, we don't have anybody if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, symbol Indian, West Indian, or Haitian. You're not Kanye West, where you could. And then show you how silly, stupid people is. He made a statement talking about he gonna be homeless within a year because he turned all his houses into churches. But the motherfucker just bought a house across the street from Kim Kardashian. Oh, the Lord is so cold, because this man is not damn near, he's a billionaire. This man literally is stalking this bitch. It's like that, and it's funny too. That's some scary shit, and that's the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. With this man's pride and all that, at the end of the day, that's how you know the money's not worth nothing. Everybody a fucking billionaire. Everybody though. Just her whole fucking family, Kanye West, you know what I'm saying? Like, these bitches don't even got no talent, but yet still these bitches billionaires. Like, Kim Kardashian is a billionaire herself, if you wasn't aware. That's how you know the money is over with. So, if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, symbol Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, I implore you to come back to the laws, to the statutes, and to the commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, or you will be destroyed. With that, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to call Loyim, like Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakhakodash, double honors to the apostles and to the elders, great millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. Shalom to the Aqua, to the Akim out there listening and learning. Lord willingly, this was edified. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, subscribing to this truth. To you, I say shalom. Till next time, I'm able to come with another lesson. Shalom, shalom. And we'll watch Lababal. Shalom.